When I was starting Web Launch Academy, I built a website for my brother. He initially had this website here, and I thought, okay, pretty good, not a bad start. This was a year ago, about so, and let's take a look at the scores. So you go in Lighthouse scores. You can do this on anything, by the way. You just hit F12 in Google Chrome, and you can look at these scores. So I'm going to do desktop score first and see what comes up. So page load speed should be pretty quick. It shouldn't really have bad scores across the board. It's pretty simple. But actually it's pretty bad. 82 for performance, which is really bad. All it has is simple images. Yeah, and actually the thinner, let me look at like how it renders on a thin display. So this is weird. So this is what you would actually see on a mobile device. Is it would kind of smush everything together and make this odd these odd things here. They just kind of like stacked on top of each other. Obviously when it's wider, it makes a lot of sense. Kind of goes around, but yeah, pretty bad scores. SEO can be improved. Performance is obviously pretty bad. It's pretty simple. So not great. Let's look at the mobile scores. Takes a little while. Yeah, even worse. So 66 performance, simple pictures, simple images. So this is what he had initially. This is what I built for him. It's very different. And I built this for him a while ago. I can probably even improve this. These are kind of like goofy little bubbly things. Better picture, less grainy for sure. Basically the same stuff, generated quickly with AI. Had a better picture, I think. Looking at the scores here, you'll see, let's go with desktop first. Okay, hundreds across the board almost. So I think I'll correct this. And this is like pretty high resolution of a picture too. So, less graininess, looks better all the way around. And let's go with mobile. So mobile's usually a little bit worse, but let's see. Okay, almost hundreds, and for some reason, best practice got 100 on mobile. Performance just barely not 100. But yeah, a lot better. So, I mean, that's the difference between building a website on Squarespace and using AI to build the site. And these are optimized images, and AI will help you with that. You feed in like anything that's wrong with AI, and it'll pretty much help you correct anything. So that's the difference. That's what I built for him. The real difference too is he was paying, I think, around $30 a month on Squarespace, or like $200 something a year on Squarespace. Now he pays nothing, other than the domain name. He's got to pay, I think, like $15 a year for the domain name. So that's a nice difference. And yeah, I think the difference is pretty clear. The price is better. The scores are better. So if your developer is building your website on a typical web builder, just ask like, what were your last builder scores? What were your last Lighthouse scores? Last 3 Lighthouse scores that you built? And if they can show you like pretty good scores, okay. But if not, you might want to, think again. So people have problems with AI, I understand that, but you can't really argue with the results, especially the objective metrics that you see. So Anyways, this is Web Launch Academy. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. All right, bye-bye.